What's up, y'all? Advance here. So, popular topic going around the internet now. Black fatigue. Is it a thing? Nah, y'all just racist. Now, I know that there are people that live in certain neighborhoods that are tired of the shenanigans that black people perpetrate in their neighborhood. But this ain't them. I understand that there are people that find themselves in situations where they disagree with a person of color, and then they are called racist unjustly. That ain't them either. These are the people that still think it's 1958. So let's get into the actual subject of the matter. This whole thing, it's been a term, but it's been quietly murmured on the internet. But this really started picking up speed with this incident with this playground, where a woman decided she wants to curse out, well, maybe not curse out, but she definitely called a five-year-old black kid a racial slur. We're on YouTube. She called him the N-word. Now, I don't care how you feel about whatever, about how you feel about people of my particular skin shade. The kid's innocent. Like, that's stupid. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So this whole thing really started when the kid, the 5-year-old kid, mind you, this is a 5-year-old kid that has autism, so he's on the spectrum, took something out of this woman's diaper bag. Initially, when the story came out, it said that the kid was bullying her son, but yeah, that proved to be a false allegation. And even if the kid wasn't on autism, he's still a kid. He's a 5-year-old. So 5 years old, yeah, you might have some semblance of right or wrong, but have you ever dealt with a 5-year-old? Numerous people, both and have come out and said that, yeah, taking something out of a diaper bag that's not theirs is something completely in character for a normal 5-year-old. So then when the situation blew up, and somebody decided to call her out for it and record her while she was doing this, then what's the first thing that people do? They went and dug up this guy's criminal history instead of calling out the BS for the woman that did it. There was no thought of, you know what she did was fucked up. Because we supposed to be about protecting the kids, right? But let somebody that lives an alternative lifestyle walk up in your child's school. Oh, y'all all on that. Now, understandably, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. Supposedly, this guy has a record of where he was arrested for sex offense, the X offense. So he's on the offenders list. And if this is true, why he was at the playground, that is definitely something that needs to be looked into. But now we're gonna focus on this Shiloh Hendrixs lady. Honestly, the people that came out in defense of this lady is pathetic. Now, like I said, I understand that there are people that have been unjustly called racist, but this woman actually said the shit. She did the shit. I reacted to a video on my Instagram where one of the dudes said, it's just a word. And I was like, no, like, what the fuck? Now, I don't think that you should be doxing people and finding their addresses, leaking their addresses, harassing families and stuff at home, especially the other kids of their own that don't got nothing to do with this situation. But at the same time, I also understand cause and effect. See, it's a causality. Bottom line, if you can't say the word, period. Well, freedom of speech is protected under the First Amendment. Yes, you are absolutely right. That's why you are not locked up if you say it. However, freedom of speech also comes with freedom of consequence. So this woman has started a couple of crowdfunding campaigns. One of them was the GoFundMe. I think another one was Give Save Go, and saying help me save help me protect my family, because now she has to relocate because people are coming to her and saying that coming to her, threatening her and everything. Once again, cause and effect. And let me tell you, people came out in droves to support this woman. They changed this woman's tax bracket simply for being racist. And before you say, "Oh no, Vance, you're just exaggerating. You're just embellishing the facts." No, this is like the comments and stuff that have been left on this woman's GoFundMe is "Thank you for being so brave." What did she do? And there's another chick. I forgot what her name was, but she went on Piers Morgan along with Myron Gaines, our other favorite resident Uncle Tom, or Sambo or whatever. That alarm was perfect. But she said, I want this is our country. We need to get back to a point where we can say whatever we want to say. You can say whatever you want to say, but once again, freedom of consequence. Not legally, but civilly. And what do you mean, our country? What does that mean? I know what it means. I want you to say it for the audience. Because if you're talking about it belongs to this right here, there's an unpaid bill of sorts for certain people building this country. Oh, by the way, the excuse that they're using now is to not pay on that unpaid debt is because the majority of the people that were even closely related to the offense has now since passed on. That doesn't eliminate the debt. We can talk about the residual effects of the civil rights reintegration, redlining, and all that stuff on another video. But we're gonna stick with the Shiloh Hendrixs shit. And the fact that these people came out and gave this woman well over $700,000. Actually, I think one of those GoFundMes got taken down, but the fact of the matter is that she had it at some point. People donated well over $700,000 just because this woman said a word to a 5-year-old black kid on autism. And that pretty much just leaves it as an undeniable fact that regardless of what Black MAGA says, whoever you voted for, however many Tom McDonald music videos that you watch to try to make yourself feel better, that race is still an issue in this country. And I get it. There should be no black, there should be no white, there should be no Indian, Asian, Hispanic, or anything. We should all be American. Yes, in a perfect world, we would say that. But there are undeniable facts that steer people's biases. I was gonna make this a short, but I had too much to say about this topic. But in any case, put your comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. How do you feel about this whole black fatigue conversation? Like, is it a legitimate argument to it, or is it just racist? In any case, my name's Vance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on everything. I'm out.